What's up, everyone? Welcome to DallasCowboys.com here in Oxnard, California. And let's talk some training camp. Boy, it's been just a few days in the padded practice. That's where it gets really physical. Unfortunately, there's been some injuries to talk about, but you had a big scare with Tyler Guyton. Seems like you avoided that one.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that comes with the business. When you start hitting and the pads come on, unfortunately, injuries come with that. But we did have quite a scare, and of course, get great news back that he didn't tear the ACL, that he had a bone fracture and a sprained knee. But the good news is it may be a little questionable for the first game, but he's got a shot to make that as well.
What did you like the most about, you always hear that jump from year one to year two, and that's really big for a lot of players at any position. What did you like from what you'd seen so far from Tyler?
I think the biggest thing is just his patience and his confidence in his game. I think he pushed last year, in terms of, getting out over his feet and things of that nature. This year he was letting it come to him. And, using that great length that he has, his great athletic ability to trust it. And, he was just really doing the things you want from a left tackle, which is protect Dak.
Before this weekend, I was looking at your O-line and saying, all right, these are the five that you projected starters. After that, you had 6 guys who have started a game on top of your 5. And then now you start looking at some of that depth, and that Rob Jones is one of those who started the most. That was an injury that's going to be tough. He looks like he's going to be out for a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to be out for a little bit. Unfortunately, he had a fracture in his neck, and that's going to take some time. Really, when you're in that offensive line and you're going at one another, offensive and defensive front, and that's going to be a while before we know exactly how long that might be with Robert Jones.
Staying with your depth on the O-line, you're hopeful, obviously, with Tyler Guyton to come back. But if not even for that first game, who are some of the guys? Is it Adeniji, Awesome Richards? Maybe?
Yeah, Nate Thomas. Our draft pick, has really been doing some good things out there. We're probably going to start him out there with the first group. He's really coming a long ways, and a strong guy who's also athletic. As you mentioned, Adeniji, we've got some players out there who can step up, we think, and fill in while hopefully Tyler's getting well.
And at guard, you've got Tyler Smith. For years you had that in your back pocket about Zach Martin could kick out if you want to. Do you like keeping it kind of right there with Tyler Smith? I mean, yeah, you have that option, but you want to keep him at guard, preferably, right?
He's just such a great player in there at guard. That's where we want to leave him, and certainly that's the plan, is to keep him at guard.
You've been able to sign some guys, or at least Jake Ferguson. What went into that? Why did the timing of that work out for you?
Jake's going to be out of contract next year, and this is his last year. And certainly Jake stands for all the things we want in a Dallas Cowboy. His football character is supreme. He's got a lot of talent to go with it. He's certainly got a quarterback who's got a lot of confidence in him, which certainly makes a difference when you're looking at what you're going to pay somebody. Dak obviously holds Jake in high regard. So just made a lot of sense for us to get it done. He was wanting to get it done early. He wants to be a Cowboy. He loves being in Dallas, and hopefully we'll get more as we go.
When you look at your offense, you've added Pickens. Obviously, you have CD. You're going to try to run the ball. Tight ends sometimes is the guy that has a chance to have a huge year. Do you guys look at that and go, we better get him signed before the price tag goes up?
Definitely some of that, especially getting Pickens in here now. There's going to be a lot of distractions between CD and Pickens, and that's when a guy like Jake can sneak right under the radar and really get some big production, I think, for us. And obviously, like I said, his football character is supreme. He's tough. He plays the game the right way. And, he could have a big year for us.
Obviously, there's more of those guys that are in the last year of their deals here. Do you spend a lot of your time, daily kind of talking, just keeping tabs on that kind of stuff?
It's just always the salary cap's always a work in progress. And, the great news is hats off to our scouting department and Will and a personnel department. and then our coaches for developing them. But you know, we've got a lot of guys that are homegrown that we want to keep around here.
Well, a lot of those guys are in your tight end room, and that's big for Ferguson. But talk about your tight end room. You from top to bottom. Lunda Wells seems like he does a great job with them.
Well, Lunda, I think, is one of the top tight end coaches, you know, if not offensive coaches in the league, period. And he does do a great job with them. He develops them. Lunda does a great job of bringing those guys along. And as you said, that room's really good.
When you have the injuries, I keep bringing it up, but the good part about it is at this time of year is that it's opening doors for other people. Can you think of some positions, some spots, maybe at cornerback where you're seeing more reps for a guy because they're just so open?
Well, certainly between Kyer Elam and Booth, they were really putting some good things on tape. But it does give some of these guys, you know, some opportunities, and that's what you look for, somebody to step up.
Hey, let's go, Bats. Let's go. Let's go. Got special teams. Go. Here we go. Special teams. Special teams.
What are some of the things you're seeing from Brian and his staff that just stand out?
Well, I think the biggest thing, and everybody feels it, it's energy. And it's not just with the players, it's with the staff, it's with the organization. I mean, he's so authentic in everything that he's about. He's all about competition. You look around the camp, there's always little papa shots, or there's little golf matches going on, ping pong matches in the team meetings. You know, that's just what he's all about, is that energy and competition. And I think everybody feels it, and it's so well received. And you know, I look around the league and I see other teams practicing, and you might see an interception from another team, and there's nothing like what happens out here when one of our guys get a pick or something like that. You got players, staff running down the field, and you know, it's just I think it's a very positive thing for these players and our organization.
I'll see if I can put you on the spot. I know you guys don't love doing this, but can you give me under the radar a player, a name, somebody that you're like, man, this guy keeps showing up on tape? We're excited.
You know, James from Florida, the linebacker, has really getting some attention, and you know, there's another one who's getting some opportunities because a guy like Overshone's out. Certainly this has given James a chance to really step up, and he's really getting everybody's attention out there.
Yeah, we love hearing names like that, especially a guy because he's so athletic and quick, kind of pops off the tape. So
absolutely,
he's doing it out here too. That's the best part when they make that transition early. Well, thank you so much for joining us here, and we'll see you next week. Talk more about, we'll get the Rams coming up, first preseason game. We'll talk about it next week.
Look forward to it.
All right, thanks. That's Stephen Jones. I'm Nick Eatman. See you next time on DallasCowboys.com.